Hey guys, what's going on? I just thought I'd come on over here and talk to you guys for a little bit. Last night around 10:40 p.m., I went to go see a movie called Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, and it has Jake Gyllenhaal in it, which Jake Gyllenhaal is one of my favorite actors. Uh, and mind you guys, like I'm a movie guy. I love to go see movies. And Normally I like to go see them by myself. And uh, oh, what's up, Kivo? Uh, what's up, bro? Yeah, I might have misspelled Homme, man. I gotta check, but I'll correct that um after this live. I hope you're doing okay, man. Hey, like I said, dude, we gotta collab sometime. For real. I understand you want to do more reviews and stuff, but we ain't gotta talk about fragrance, man. Uh, you know. So anyway, what I was saying is I went to go see the movie, and I'm a movie guy. I like to go see movies either the first showing in the morning because it's like the early bird, so the tickets are a lot cheaper, or I like to go to the last showing because if you guys have never tried this before, go try seeing the last showing of a movie, and normally you will be the only person in the theater, which I was the only person in the theater last night when I went to go see this awesome movie. And when you're the only person in a theater, it's really a different experience because you're not worried about everybody around you. There's nobody talking, being annoying, snacking on snacks, opening up containers and whatnot. And so you really get to be totally immersed in a movie. And that's what I felt like, man. I was totally immersed in this movie. And I was wearing Dolce& and Gabbana light blue pour homme, and I decided to give it another chance because that was a fragrance that I was thinking about cutting from my collection. And I'm working on a video right now to where I am going to go over a lot of fragrances that I am just cutting out of my collection because I have too many, and I'm really whittling down my collection to uh, I'm pretty much keeping all of my niche fragrances, but all like the cheapies and the I think I have a CDMI. I forget what it's called, but it's the Ventus clone that I had bought a while ago. It was like $20, and I made that comparison video between Creed Ventus and the CDMIM or whatever. It's just way too synthetic, you know. And I back to the movie, guys. This movie is so great. It was beautifully shot. The sound work, it was just awesome. And you're watching this movie, and if any of you guys haven't seen the movie, I'm not going to spoil it for you or anything like that, but it's pretty much about a soldier and his interpreter, and they're on missions looking for IEDs that the Taliban, they're looking for Taliban IED locations where the Taliban is making these IEDs, and it takes place in 2018. And it's just such a great movie. It was a long movie, but it didn't feel long at all. And man, I just cannot recommend that movie enough. I'm really a sucker for like horror movie or well, horror movies, of course, but also like military dramas and military thrillers. I think this one was a military thriller movie. Anyway, as I was wearing Dolce and Gabbana's light blue Porum, uh, I it was really citrusy in the beginning. And remember how I said it kind of smelled like pencil shavings or wood shavings? Um, it did, and then it kind of like transitioned into something really nice, which was like this really woody bass backbone. And a lot of people compare it to the O Intense version, which I can see that like in the top, but the dry down is completely different. I really liked it. I almost got like this dirty tobacco smell. And now that I think about it, because it's kind of funny, I did a little bit of gambling before I saw the movie. I played a little bit of blackjack. Like I really like playing blackjack, and I won $6. I know, right? So I was up six. I put 20 in, played the machine a little bit, and won $6. So yeah, that paid for like half the ticket. Let's talk about that real quick, man. The movie tickets have gone up considerably. Um, but it is what it is. You pay to watch the movie on the big screen with the Dolby surround sound, Sony surround sound, whatever. And no, I mean it was a cool experience. I had a guy approach me, and he didn't even it wasn't about the fragrance, guys. He just asked me like if how long I've been growing out my hair for, and I told him 4 years. He was tweaking pretty bad. He had some dope that he was stuffing in his socks, and he's like, I gotta stuff this dope in my socks because my grandma's gonna smoke it when I get home or something, guys. That's just the kind of people you're gonna run in here in Vegas. When you go down to the casino, it's you just never know who you're gonna run into, and it was just weird. It was just a weird experience. Um, I was good thinking about making a video on the compliment factor in fragrances, and you hear our when you hear people like hold on what's up Harry Small, you says, hey, I've been on the fence about getting Amouage Overture Man. um overture get Overture Man. Or get a sample of it, man. If you really like animalic, if you like animalic, smoky, resiny kind of just the vibe, you're gonna love Overture Man, man. It's very masculine, very, very classy. Like I was saying in my review, I don't know if you've ever watched my review on that I made. I told you, kind of reminded me of like a mobster. 'Cause Vegas had, the Vegas was run by the mob, pretty much back in the day, and that's kind of just what it reminded me of. Very cognac, Hennessy smoke, cigarette smoke, animalic vibes, very spicy. For the winter for sure, man. But I've received lots of compliments on Overture, man. It's my favorite Amouage to date, as far as like an Amouage to wear in the winter or in the cold months. Man, Overture, man, is it's great, man. Oh, you said you know what it smells like. I just cannot make my mind up. Twist my arm. Five pros to buy. Okay. Um, it's unique, man. That's one pro, man. I've never smelled anything that smells like Overture, man. Um, not from the House of Amouage, not from any other house. Um, so that's one. Number two, it lasts forever, dude. Like the performance, projection, the sillage, it ticks every box. And recently with Amouage, as you know, I'm pretty sure since you said you're really into Amouage now. Um, Amouage has been making like these safer fragrances for the people, the movement, pretty much where fragrances are going. The sweet stuff, the non-masculine stuff, man. That's one where I feel like it has no performance issues, man, and it just smells great, dude. Three, a pro for me, because I'm just going based off of like my opinions, man. I don't know what scent profile you really like. I don't know if you like the challenging scents, but uh, number three is I guess this kind of goes with my first point I think I made. See, now I'm forgetting what I said. The uniqueness and the complexity of it. I find that it's like super complex, and it's really unique to a point to where you're depending on where you live and what everybody else is wearing, you're gonna be smelling like nobody else, dude. And I think that's a huge pro. Number four, uh, number four, man. I know this has nothing to do with the fragrance at all, but I just love the color of it, man. I love the orange, like the dark orange. Okay, so you live in England. I've never been there, man. I don't know what kind of I don't know your guys' customs and just your mannerisms there. So I have no idea. I'd assume nobody's wearing Overture Man in England. I'm pretty sure there's people are, but not by the masses. Since Amouage is a niche house and it's very expensive. The bottles are very expensive, unless, like I said in my video that I think I posted this morning, if you can find a tester for like 150. Now, in your case, Harry, um, you might get lucky and you might find a tester uh, of Overture for roughly, I want to say $205, which honestly, in my opinion, that's a fantastic deal, dude. Um, if you can find one there. I don't know if I know what is that one website. I think it's Canada dot or perfumeonline.ca or something like that. I don't know if they ship to England. I don't think they do, man. So I can't really give you any advice on where to find a Overture Man tester because in my knowledge, there's not really a lot of those testers floating around right now, and I really don't think there's going to be a lot of testers of that one floating around because I don't really think it's that popular. Like I've been to like an M Wash boutique, and I've never seen it, guys, where you can just grab it and spray it. I've never seen one, just popping out. I live in Vegas, so they have a whole bunch of boutiques and stuff here. Um, so what is that for? So I got to give you another one. Uh, Gosh, man, you got me, man. You got me by the tail, dude. You put me on the spot. Five. Let's see. Just made my mind up. Getting it. I've been yes or no for a while. So if you go back and forth in my case, you just get it. Yeah, yeah, dude. Like just just get it, dude. Like if you like it and you've been thinking about it, you've been dreaming about it, just get it, man. Cause I'll tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. And I think I told this story before, but I'm not too sure if you heard it. I did some karaoke. This was a couple months ago, and I wore Overture Man. I sang like two songs, and it was at this bar, and I was leaving, and I was with some people, and the karaoke guy said, I went to go shake his hand, but then how people, you go to shake their hand, they pull you in, they give you like a little, what I mean, like they do this. He did that, and he's like, dude, you smell so good, man. And this was an older guy. Okay, I'm talking maybe like 60s, 65s, or maybe not 65, but maybe like late 50s, early 60s, and he loved it, man. And I told him straight up what it was, and it was Overture. So that was like one of my first compliments. There was another compliment. A lady gave it to me, uh, and she's like, "Dude, you smell hella good." And guys, I'm not really a sociable person. I'm not like out there talking to people when I go to stores and stuff like that. She just randomly complimented me on it. So people just don't be smelling that. And in a lot of people say it's difficult to wear and this, that, the other. It's really not, man. Like, and I'm pretty because you've smelled it before, so pretty sure you know. I mean, it's really not. Um, I'd say like the opening is a little challenging. There's a lot of notes. There's a lot of animalics. There's just a lot of smoke, a lot of stuff going on. But as it dries down on your skin, man, it smooths way out. Um, yeah. So yeah, Harry. Honestly, man, just look for a good price on it. If you can hold off for just a little bit longer and just wait for a good price, unless you don't care and you just got to go buy it for retail, then by all means, man, do what you got to do. But you know I found mine. I bought mine from Australia, and I think after the end of this live, I'm gonna comment underneath and I'll post the website. I'm not too sure if they have the sale still running right now, but bought it. I bought it for it is my most expensive fragrance I've ever bought. And I bought it for roughly like I think it was like $220. That's USD. Um, Australian, it was like 280 or something like that. But I guess you convert it to USD, and the American dollar is worth a lot more than I guess Australian dollars or whatever currency you guys got over there. So um, yeah, dude, and it'd probably be even cheaper for you because I know the British pound, if that's what you guys use. Um, You would score. It would be a better score for you, dude. So, uh, yeah, dude, I'll make sure to post that website for you if you're interested. Because I'm trying to, it's all about saving money. And if you can find it cheaper, then and that's full presentation too. It wasn't no test or nothing. So you got to get that nice yellow oranges cap or the chromed the chrome brown cap or whatever. 320. Uh, that's pounds, right? I'm not too familiar with the currencies, guys. I gotta look up the little E. It's a little E with the dash in the middle of it. Yeah, so 320 pounds, dude, USD, bro, that would be way more. Cause y'all's currency fluctuates, man. It goes back and forth with the American standard and whatever like that. And so anytime I see it in yeah, okay, $360. Yeah. Anytime I see a fragrance on a European website and they're selling it for pounds, I ain't even gonna buy it because I know the dollar can't stand a chance with the pound. So I wish it was equal, man. I wish it was equal, but nothing ever is, right? Um, so my sin of the day today is I'm not wearing nothing. I did do a first impressions on TriBeCa by Bond Number Nine, and you guys will be able to see that, I guess, because I'm working on I'm actually editing it. I'm editing it. I'm editing the video right now, but I was thinking about I was thinking about the top, like what I was talking about the movies and stuff, and I was like, man, I just want to tell my people about this, just because I've been thinking about this movie a lot, guys. I mean, it's that great. And my favorite military movie, like of all time, it's got to be Black Hawk Down. That's one of the all-time favorite best movies in the world for military, at least for the U.S. military. Man, there's some badass people that protect our country. Let me tell you that right now, the United States of America. Checkmate. What's up, bro? You said the scent of the day is armpits parfum. Damn, bro, you better go put some of that deodorant on, man. Let's talk about that too, real quick, since you brought that up, man. I like to put on my deodorant like right before I go to sleep. And when I say deodorant, I mean deodorant antiperspirant. See, a lot of y'all out here, um, and yeah, I know, dude. You be coming up with them jokes, bro. Like I'll be asking you what's your scent of the day. You said morning breath elixir or whatever, dude. That must smell terrible. Anyway, with the deodorant, guys, I really suggest you guys try an antiperspirant. Um, what it does is it blocks your sweat pores, your sweat glands in your armpits, and pretty much anywhere else that you sweat a lot. So if you sweat a lot and your body odor smells really bad, get a antiperspirant for real. If it just says deodorant, you're going to be sweating and your BO is going to smell real bad. That's just a little tip for anybody out there who like has really bad body odor. Just, what I mean, try that. But anyway, TriBeCa, what I was talking about, TriBeCa, I kind of went off on a tangent there. Checkmate says that would be when just woke up or about to sleep. That's when I come up with these. 100%, bro. Well, what time is it? What time is it over there where you're at, dude? Because I'm always curious on the time zone difference. Because right now it is 13:46, which is military time for 1:46 in the afternoon. So, but anyway, when I was talking about TriBeCa, guys, it's 22:46 at the moment here. Okay, all right, dude. So it's late, man. Okay, damn, man. That's a damn. Okay, that's kind of cool, dude. That's kind of cool, man. So you about to go to sleep, huh? You got work tomorrow? I got work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. Anyway, guys, TriBeCa. You guys will be able to see my full thoughts on TriBeCa tomorrow morning at 12 o'clock. Still not done with the video, like I said. Try not to repeat myself here, but I'm still working on that video. Let me just talk about it a little bit. I actually like it more than Greenwich Village. It does remind me of Baccarat Rouge 540, but it really resembles like Ariana Grande's Cloud. Um, but then Greenwich Village and TriBeCa, they smell really similar, and you're gonna hear me talk about that in my first impressions. I just thought I'd give you guys a little spoiler alert here. Um, the dry down though is where it's at. To be honest, it kind of smells like a Nutella or a chocolate or like a waxy chocolate lip balm or like when the ladies they have those all the different flavors of like lip gloss and stuff like that. That's what this smells like in the dry down Tribeca. Really, really classy, mature woman vibe to this. And I actually gave the sample of Greenwich Village to my mom because I had came home and she was coming home or whatever. We were standing outside, they were about to leave or whatever, and she loved it. She's like, "Man, what are you wearing?" And she'll always tell me whatever I'm wearing, guys, if she likes it or not, and I'll get her opinions on what does this smell like to you, and she could really pick up the jasmine and and not in Tribeca. Well, there is a lot of jasmine in Tribeca, but in Greenwich Village. See, guys, I'm losing track. In Greenwich Village, she could really pick up the jasmine. She really loves jasmine. Then I had a sample of the Gucci Flora Gorgeous Jasmine, and she really loves that one. Like I was telling you guys before, her favorite fragrance of all time is Fashion Fair number one, where I can't find it anywhere. It's like discontinued to the point where guys, I can't even find it. You know what I mean? But her second is Diva Eau de Toilette by Manuel Ungaro. And Checkmate says 9 hour difference. Yeah, I have work tomorrow. Want to work for another company, software engineering, looking for a better salary. Oh, okay. So you code, you do that kind of stuff, huh? That's really cool. That's really cool. I tried to teach myself to code like Python and Excel or whatever. Guys, I'm pretty sure you know exactly what I'm talking about, Checkmate. I tried, dude, like it's hard, man. It's hard the language. And did you go to school for that or was it self-taught? And did you self-teach yourself? But that's a really great career, dude. Because you can work from home, you can work from anywhere. That's awesome, man. Good for you, bro. 100%, dude. Uh yeah, gosh, guys, I lost my train of thought. Talking we Checkmate and I are talking code, software engineering, IT. I think that's what my sister's husband. Think she I think he was trying to do that or he does that. I'm not too sure. He said Checkmate says he says, "Yeah, fam, I went to school for that, but in high school I taught myself. It's fun, but you always have to be learning new things." Hey, man, that's life, dude. You're always learning new things. Or you got to learn, you got to have the ability to learn new things, I guess, right? That's awesome, man. I went to school. Funny enough, guys, I went to school to be a teacher. And guys, the kids are bad, man. Kids are bad. I remember I was doing where you would go observe a teacher. Mind you guys, my mom was a teacher for like 25 years. So she taught middle school. She taught middle school, elementary, and then she taught ELS. Okay. And she taught reading and English. Um, dude, no, I'm not teaching math, bro. I didn't. Math is one of my. Math is to me. Math is. It's like one of those subjects where I didn't. Not only did I not really care for it, I didn't really understand it. And I'm just being honest, guys. Like I didn't really understand it. The math I really loved though was like geometry, where you had like these. Uh, what are they called? I don't even know what they're called. They're formulas, and you would look at a shape. Like I'm really great with shapes and mechanical and like how things work and how to diagnose and fix stuff. Um, that's what I do for a living now. But yeah, geometry was one of those types of math where I was like, man, this is really interesting. You have a formula for a shape, and then you go try to find X or you try to find Y or whatever, and you plug all that stuff in. Mind you, I was doing when I went to school, and I'm going back to school. I'm gonna finish. Uh, I was going for history, and I was going for English. I really like history, and I really like English. But also like being able to teach somebody to for them to like learn new things and just seeing like the look on their face like when they get it, because I used to do substitute teaching too, guys. I did substitute teaching, and that was something very interesting because you would, you know, go to a different classroom or school every day, call in, be like, hey, we need you over here. Yeah. So yeah, wow, we just went on a tangent, guys, or I went on a tangent. What I think I'm gonna do. Well, first off, does anybody else have any questions? I'm gonna say going once, going twice. I know that there is a delay in the comments, so I'm gonna wait a couple minutes. I do want to talk about the comment situation. YouTube is starting to kind of filter through my comments for me. Checkmate. You're not interrupting this live with the questions. I'm glad you're asking me some questions because I was gonna end this live a long time ago. Until then you guys started asking me questions and I I'm answering it. I'm not even busy. It's today's Sunday, it's my day off. Oh, it's Mother's Day today too. Guys, I didn't forget. I didn't forget. I told my mom Happy Mother's Day. You know, if any of you guys have a mother, well, all of you guys have a mother, but relationships with families can be difficult. If your mother's still alive or if she's around or whatever, tell her Happy Mother's Day. I was gonna do a video on that too, and that's another point I want to bring up. I was gonna make a video on Mother's Day fragrances, but I just guys like Diva, Emmanuel and Garl, that's really the only one I've sat down and spent time with, which I love that one, guys. My mom wears it all the time. I bought her the EDP for I either bought her the EDP for Mother's Day last year. Did I? No, I didn't. It was for her birthday, or was it? I think it was for her birthday, guys. I think I bought her the EDP instead of the EDT. Just give it a little bit more bass, which Emmanuel EDP and EDT, guys, they're literally the same. Just EDP is a little bit denser. It's not as doesn't project off the skin as much, but the longevity is better for sure. Um, Checkmate says, I told her fragrances are usually cheaper on days like this. Did you watch Creed or John Wick 3? Okay. Guys, I'm not a fan of the Creed movies. I'm not. Just like I'm not really a big fan of the Creed fragrances. However, I do really like Green Irish Tweed. I was thinking about picking up a tester bottle of that because I absolutely love Green Irish Tweed by Creed. John Wick 4. I have not seen John Wick 4. I want to see John Wick 4. I find that the John Wick and this applies to the Creed movies and the John Wick movies. I find that the Creed movies they're like the same thing, guys. They're like the same thing every time. It's like he's got to fight somebody and he's got to train and there's dilemmas with his girlfriend and this, that, the other. And I guess the new movie, right? This guy gets out of prison for whatever reason. I didn't see the movie. I'm just basically going off trailers nowadays because you guys can watch a trailer and you're like, wow, I just watched the whole movie in 2 minutes. Why does a trailer have to be 2 minutes? What happened to the days where trailers were like 30 seconds? That's why I try not to watch trailers anymore because they will give up a lot of information in a trailer. I try to go into a movie blind. I really try to go to a movie blind. Anyway, John Wick 4. I've watched the first John Wick and I've watched the second John Wick. I haven't watched the third one or the fourth one. I find them really repetitive, guys. Just and I love movies. I love like action movies. I love the gunplay and the gun that John Wick uses. I think he uses a Coke a Heckler and Coke pistol. Um, which I actually tried to buy one of those, but once I realized how much money it was, I was like, really don't want to spend $1,200 on a pistol, guys. I live in Vegas, and the gun laws here are very nice. I like Vegas because it's liberal enough to where you can enjoy some good za, aka marijuana. I can't smoke, guys. I have a job where they drug test me randomly. Plus, I don't really care for it anymore nowadays. I'll probably smoke when I retire, but not right now. But it's lax enough to where you can do that, gamble, drink, but then also you can own firearms, protect yourself. The Second Amendment is very protected here. Check me. I'm gonna answer your question. Because I gotta read. I Yeah. You know what? I'll come back to the Vegas thing. One second. Checkmate says fair makes sense. I enjoyed it, but felt low budget. But John Wick 4 is fantastic. I remember back in the 2000s trailers were dope. Plus with that deep voice guy, yes, 100%, man. Do you ever just go on YouTube and look up like old commercials? And it's grainy feel. One of my favorite, I guess, advertisements is the what is it called? The Apple Jacks with the Jamaican cinnamon guy and the Krabby Apple. I love that. And Checkmate says overall is Vegas a red state. So if you look at Vegas, or if I'm sorry, if you look at Nevada, let's talk about Nevada, okay? Because overall, Nevada is a red state, guys. But you have Reno, which is a city in Nevada, and then you have Las Vegas. Okay. Now Las Vegas is broken up between, I guess, a whole bunch of different like parishes. If you can say, like, you guys think of Las Vegas as like the strip, casinos, yada yada yada. It's actually a lot more than that. If you think about it, the strip is, and then I'll talk about red, blue, and the kind of the politics here. I just want to give people who don't never been to Vegas, don't really understand. I just want to give them an overview real quick. So Las Vegas is the city in Nevada that is the most populated, pretty much. So we have the most people in the entire state, right? Compared to like the zone, right? So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about the different parts. So Las Vegas is reality. It's like Paradise, Nevada. So you have like Paradise, you have Summerlin, you have North Las Vegas, then you have like just little pockets where it's technically not Las Vegas, guys. It's completely different. They're just split up. They're like different zones. But everybody thinks it's Vegas as a whole. The strip is just 12 miles long, guys. For real. I think it's 12 miles, or it could be. Is it 12 miles? I might be right. It might be like 9 miles long, right? And overall, it is a red state. But like I said, Vegas, every time we have elections here, um, it's blue. It turns blue. Don't ask me why. People love the Democrats here for some reason, guys. I just, you know what I'm saying. I was surprised when we got because we got a new like governor here. His name is Joe Lombardo. He was a police. He worked for the Metropolitan Police Department here, and I was really happy when he got elected because we had what's his name, Sisolak, and we called him Sissy because in COVID, when COVID happened, guys, and let me just explain something to you, right? When COVID happened, you have to understand a lot of jobs here in Vegas are like service jobs where you have cocktail waitresses, bartenders, hotel workers, you have strip club strippers. You know what I'm saying? They got to get their money too. So you have all these entertainers that pretty much got laid off because Sisolak was like, "Yeah, we gonna shut it down." Nobody had a choice. And I think that if somebody else was in charge, they wouldn't have done that. And it cost a lot of people their jobs, and it was really sad because Vegas, we thrive off of tourism, and man, when that shut down, no conventions, no nothing. So we were really hurting. There wasn't a lot of activity on the strip. Like guys, literally, they shut down the entire strip. Like I wish I had my channel at that time because I would have gone down there and shot videos at empty casinos. It was mind blowing, right? And so they shut it down for a long time, and then once they kind of reopened everything, people were getting hired back again, but not at the same rate, and this, that, the other. So there was a lot of, and then the mask mandate guys, like, um, Sisolak enforced that. Now, mind you, Sisolak, he was a Democrat, and he wanted to copy what California was doing at the time. I really think he loves Gavin Newsom, which if see, here we go on this, right? So Gavin Newsom, um, in my opinion, how did you guys anybody watching from California, how did you guys let that happen? For real. How? You guys are drowning over there, man. I feel so bad for y'all. But you guys elected Gavin Newsom again, and it's like and then the homeless problem down there is insane. Anyway, back to Vegas. Gavin Newsom, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, you suck. Anyway, Sisolak was he was copying kind of like Gavin Newsom with the whole mask mandate and wearing a mask. And remember when I made that video, guys, on the Bulgari the Bulgari aqua bottle stands, how to make your own out of like a coat hanger? I had COVID. Now, mind you, I got vaccinated because here's the only reason why I got vaccinated. If you guys want to hear the story, okay, I'm pretty sure you guys are like, oh my gosh, he's just rambling. Okay, anyway, I got vaccinated because the job I work at, they were gonna mandate you to get tested for COVID like once a week if you didn't get vaccinated. But see, here's the kicker: they didn't want to pay you for it, so you would have to you would have to get to work, get in your own car, drive to a testing site, not get paid for it. You'd have to take time out of your own PTO, right? Pay time off of your sick leave because that's what we get here, and we can build it up and use it as we need to. But they weren't going to pay you for it, okay? And I didn't. I'm trying to get paid, guys. I don't work for free. You understand? So I just went ahead and got the vaccine. Now, my thoughts on the vaccine. And then we'll tie this whole story up together, and I'll let you guys know why I went on this tangent about the vaccine. My thought on the vaccine is they poured so much money into the vaccine, like they really ramped it up. And yes, checkmate, I got the Fauci ouchie, man. I did. It was the Moderna. Okay, I got the Moderna version. For anybody who was wondering, I got the Moderna, and I believe it was a series of 2 shots, and so I had to go in and get one shot, and then I had to get another shot, and the second shot really messed me up bad. I remember I was living I was living in Summerlin at the time, and I was living in Summerlin at the time, and I got that shot, and I went to work, and I got home, okay, and I was working on my parents' Roomba because the little robotic thing that cleans the floors and stuff. The sensor in the front, like when it is moving along the ground and stuff, and it bumps into walls to pretty much it maps out a thing of your house right in its mind. You guys know what I'm talking about. Um, uh, the sensors. There was a sensor in that thing, so I had to take the whole front fascia off. And mind you, guys, I love doing this stuff. I love to figuring out how things work and mechanics and soldering and doing this and that, the other. I'm really good at that. So I took everything off. And mind you, this is when I got the second shot, right? So I was replacing it and I started feeling, I started getting like chills. I'm like, what is going on? Right. Like I started getting chills and I was wearing my $1 robe that I got from Goodwill. Because I think it was senior day or something like that. And guys, it put me out for like a day or two. I remember I was feeling real bad. And I'm like, man, I was shivering. I had fevers just from that, just from the vaccine, guys. When I got the second shot, hold that thought because people are commenting on here. Checkmate says in South Africa there is a way around that. You talk to the nurse administering it and offer something. So you pretty much offer them some money. So you bribing the nurse. Oh no, and you said and you get your certificate. Okay. Well, you know what? Unfortunately, that doesn't work like that here. Um, dude, they don't play with that, man. You get caught with a fake certificate, you get in big trouble. News, what's up, bro? He's like, "What's up, Lock? Hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing well, man. How is the Canadian how is Canada? Because I know you're from Canada. I was trying to say, well, how's the Canadian weather up there? And Checkmate says something extra catching, but otherwise, I fully understand why you got it. Yeah, so I got it, and plus, I do believe in vaccines, guys. Just the overall, purpose of them is so that like you either so you don't get what you're getting the vaccine of, or you're to help you mitigate it, like it won't be as bad, right? So anyway, I got the vaccine and I still got COVID. Was it really bad? It really wasn't. It was kind of like I had a mild cold. I could still smell things. Thank God. I could still taste things. Thank God. I didn't have any like I'm a healthy guy. I'm really skinny, guys. I'm like 142 pounds. Uh, you know, and I'm just right there, right within my weight range. So I don't have asthma. I don't have nothing wrong with me. I don't have any heart problems. So when I got it, I really wasn't worried about it. I just at the time I had to take off like 5 days from my job. Now um this is after remember when Biden, I think it was Biden at the time. Well, it still is Biden now, but Biden made a law where it's like if you get COVID and then you have to take off time from work, your job is required to either give you back that time that you had to use, or they would have to pay you. But I think at the time it was 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks of isolation, quarantine. You have to quarantine yourself for 2 weeks. And I only had to quarantine myself for 5 days because at the time they had dropped that level down to 5 days. I didn't get my time back, and my job they're like, well, you have to use your sick time now. At my job, our sick time accrues very slowly, so I cherished my sick time because I've used sick time as an insurance policy. Because if you need it, you know what I'm saying, you can use it. I didn't want to waste it on something as stupid as COVID. And I say that lightly because I understand a lot of people were affected and a lot of people died from COVID. So I'm not saying that, angrily. I just, I was pretty angry at how I used my sick time. I told him, I was like, hey, can I use my vacation time? Because I don't ever use vacation. Yeah, I love my job. I love to go to work. I love to work. So um, I barely take my vacation. I try to save as many hours as I can. So anyway, they said I could use my vacation, so I did. And it only lasted 4 days, guys. I think I got it on a Monday. By Thursday, I was 100% better, but I still had to stay gone till the next Monday. But the next Monday, we had off for a holiday, and so I went back to work on Tuesday. So Checkmate says my uncle got the Fauci ouchie, and the arm that got jabbed and is now semi paralyzed. Was shocked that my own blood got negatively affected by ouchie, but he is only one. He is the only guy I know with such. Uh, he's like All right. Oh, and then you commented, you said, "All right, let me leave you, Dr. Goo. Looking forward to more dope vids." Yeah, dude. Hey, man. Hey, check me. I appreciate you, man, on here. Thank you for keeping a conversation going with me, man. And tomorrow, tomorrow morning around, I guess for you, it'd probably be like maybe like 12 o'clock or something. You'll be able to view that TriBeCa first impressions. Because after I get off this live, guys, I'm gonna get right back to editing the video. Um, I would love to, maybe one of these days, I can, if I can try to get some software like where I could do a screen share. I would love to show you guys like how that process works, and maybe help any of you guys that are interested in making videos, and show you guys the process that goes into it. Obviously, my editing. I try not to edit my videos that much, just because I try to do it all in one take, guys. I don't like to cut things and put transitions here, and I wanted to make it look as natural as possible. But I'd love to share that information with some of you guys, because I'm pretty sure some of you guys would love to make videos. I honestly think a lot of you guys on here should make videos because a lot of you are very knowledgeable on fragrance or whatever. It doesn't even have to be about fragrance, but anyway, that's just a thought, guys. Also, I'm pretty sure some of you guys are wondering when I'm going to drop that one video that I said I was going to drop about the talking about the influencers that I feel like are just they just put a bad taste in my mouth. And actually, what I'm going to do, um, should I? I was going to name drop. I don't know, guys. Should I name drop? Maybe should I name drop at least one person? I feel like that's warranted. Warranted. I think I'm gonna say that. There is two people, and I think I'll talk about these guys in the video. Maybe I'll tag them in this live, guys. I have no idea. After I'm done with it, I think the first person really, just really is just. You'll hear about this in when I drop this video. But you guys ever watch Chris the CEO? He went from like 40K subs to like 425,000 subs. He bought subs for sure. I'm almost positive he did, because he went from that amount to 450K in a month, man. Then he has a fragrance called the Boss or something like that that I guess apparently smells like Versace Eros. Then he makes these posts on his community tab. I don't know, guys. It's weird. It's weird. Um, I think he deserves it the most. I think he deserves whatever. You know what? If you cheat and lie your way to get what you want, you never really earned it, you know? So he's gonna get what he deserves eventually. But I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure maybe some of you guys know who he is or not, but like I'm not trying to talk bad about nobody. That's just facts. Okay. I can't prove it, but man, I'm 99% sure that's what happened. He bought some subs, man. Um, I'm not gonna name drop anybody else. I just feel like in the video when I do make, you guys will hear about it. Um, yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to talk about, unless you guys ask me some questions on here. I'll give you guys a couple minutes, or maybe I'll give you guys a couple seconds. So I know there's a delay in comments. So if you have a question, ask. Otherwise, I think I'll just go get off and go back to editing that video that is going to drop tomorrow morning. So 12 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know, yeah. So, um, hmm. It's always weird these points in a live where it's just like you're trying to figure out what to say, you just don't, and there's people watching you, but you're seeing yourself on the screen, and you're like, you know what I mean? You're like, what do I say? Yeah. Um. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna get off. Thank you everybody so much for watching, asking questions. I appreciate you, Checkmate. I appreciate you, Anus. Um, And by the way, for anybody who's watching, if Anuj is still watching, he's the guy who sent me those mini fragrance bottles where I said the mini fragrance bottle collection. He's the guy who sent me those stuff from Canada. And I didn't know your handle, man. So when you commented on one of my videos, when you commented on my community post, I clicked on your profile, got your little, handle, and I put you underneath that video. So I appreciate you, man. Guys, he sent me a brick of stuff that I want to go over. There's a whole bunch of like vintage stuff in there and old Fahrenheits and like a Fahrenheit shampoo wash that I'm actually going to try out. I want to try it out on my locks. You know, I'm getting these done on the 16th. I cannot wait, guys. I hate the fuzz. I hate the fuzz. I have like a mini afro up top here, and it bothers me to no end. Thank you to Harry Samal, man. When you do get this Amouage Overture, man, if you're still watching, you're gonna love it. It's gonna last you a lifetime, 100%. And shout out to 321 Kivo. If you guys haven't went to his channel, he has a different way of doing reviews. Just kind of different style. Like he sits in front of a TV and he has the notes pulled up on the TV, which is really, I mean, guys, that's you don't have to edit the notes in there. You know, uh, somebody else had a comment on here. Schmick flag. So much love to you, man. Too. Um, if I pronounce your name incorrectly, I apologize. I'm not a linguist. Some of these names be tripping me up, guys, for real. But yeah, guys, enjoy your Mother's Day. You know, if you got a mom, tell her that you love her and that, happy Mother's Day. If your sister has kids, like my sister's got two kids and she's dealing with a three or she's dealing with a oof, I think she's dealing with a 2-year old or a 3-year old and just a newborn, maybe like 10 months. Nah, it can't be 10 months, probably like 7 months. See, guys, I'm telling you, my memory, man. So she's doing her mother thing right now. But I do have a video idea for Father's Day because, you know, uh, when I made last year, I think I made a video about Father's Day last year. It's like top 10 masculine scents. It won't be a top 10. I promise, guys. It won't be a top 10 list. I hate those so much. I hate those so much, guys. Oh, man. It's always the same people doing them, too. Like Chaos. That's another guy. Oh man, I just name dropped somebody else. Yeah, well, here we go. Okay, so Chaos, right? Seems like every day he be dropping the top 10. And it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff. Maybe like maybe two of them are changed. Like two of the fragrance names are changed, but it's like, man, top 10 of top 10. And that's a crazy thing, guys. Like I loved his channel at one point, man. Like I watched his stuff all the time. That's just top 10, top 10. So guys, maybe he's running out of ideas or something. I have no idea. I don't know, but it's a shame. It really is. But you know what? They get clicks, guys. So when you see somebody post top tens all the time, especially like these newer channels, I'll see like a lot of newer channels, like just they're just being, they just make them. Um, they just do top tens because that's something that the YouTube algorithm is pushing right now. And YouTube algorithm's been pushing top tens like since 7 years ago. So it's no surprise to me. It's just like I feel like top tens are like a good way to maybe learn about a specific fragrance or like maybe get an idea like what to look for because like some of them I've never heard before and I'll go online and look at them. But man, just doing that all the time. But then you guys could say the same thing. You're like, dude, you just dropped like three first impressions in a row. Do you guys? I want to ask you guys a question. All right. Honestly, Do you guys like the first impressions, or do you think I should chill on those? I have so many samples that it's really difficult for me to kind of like, wear one because like I want to when I do wear these samples, guys. Like I want to wear them at least for like a couple days before I even do a review on them because I don't see how somebody could wear a fragrance like for one day for a couple hours and then just like know everything about the fragrance already. Like that just like blows my mind. It seems really fake. But then again, they have so much stuff. Another guy who sent me a lot of stuff, Shiva Vareen, he sent me a brick. He sent me a brick of like niche stuff. Like I've never even heard of before. And the last time I talked to him, he was in the Netherlands. So that was a couple months ago. So plus I haven't heard him. I haven't seen any of his comments on any of my recent videos. So I hope he's doing okay. Also, Archie, he's another guy. He sent me a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm trying to get through these samples. Fragrance dude, he sent me a whole bunch of stuff. He sent me a brick, guys, of like I think he sent me some duas or something else. I haven't. In fact, I haven't opened up like I've opened up the package, but I didn't open up any of the samples and like looked at the names or anything. But I'm really trying to get through uh, the samples at a good rate, and it might be a couple months before I even get to some of these because I just I'm busy, guys. Like yesterday, um, I recorded the video, and somebody had asked me where I was. Oh, Miriam, she asked me where I was at. I was actually in between two fields when I filmed the video of like when I filmed the video of tester bottles, why they're okay. I was in a field between, or I was in a ditch between two fields, and right behind the camera, so like in front of me, I was looking at this tunnel. And you guys are like, dude, you have like a fetish with tunnels. I really don't. There's just like a lot of um, tunnels here in Vegas, a lot of passageways where you can go in and where the water drains because of how Vegas was designed. It was never designed for flash flooding, and when it floods here, guys, I mean it gets really bad. So there's like a drainage just between these two fields, and the fields are like it's called the orchard, and they grow trees, and you can go there and pick fruit and stuff off the trees like cherries, apples, oranges, whatever, pears. I don't know what goes on there, but I know you can pick the fruit yourself. So I was in between those two, and it kind of reminded me of like the LA River. You guys have seen what the LA River looks like. There's movies that have the LA River just in them. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I lost my train of thought again. I think I was talking about samples and locations um, but yeah, I forgot what I was talking about, guys. I think, oh, no. I was talking about what I was doing yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday, and actually, I think Brian, Ryan, and I were supposed to do a live yesterday, but I knew I was going to be busy. So next week on Saturday, guys, I still have to make up the thumbnail. It's gonna be part two to the fragrance wheel that he was talking about in our last live stream together. So that's gonna be exciting. I am excited for that. If anybody else wants to do a live stream where you want to come on here and talk about whatever, let me know. I'm still open for that. I'm still open to that. Um, it like for real, you can have your time, you can speak or do whatever. If you're not comfortable showing your face, it could just be a little voice thing. We could do that too. um I really think it's cool meeting you guys, whoever watches my channel, my subscribers, the family. It's really interesting to see what not only like matching a face with the voice or just learning a little bit more about you, where you come from, your country, your origin, your traditions, what you like to smell, what your favorite notes are, and stuff like that. I really find it interesting. It's like case study on my subscribers and where they're at. And there was a guy the other day, he commented, he said he's from Indonesia, which is super cool. Like I was telling him my favorite dish was satay, which is really good. I also like Thai food and Filipino food, one of my favorite foods. Anyway, guys, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here. I'm probably not making any sense. So I am gonna end it. And I said that last time, and then I started talking again for another 15 minutes. But does anybody have any other questions? I'm gonna give you guys one more chance. We've been live for an hour, which is crazy. We've been live for an hour. So any more questions? Anybody? Give you guys 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm gonna catch you. Oh, Schmink Flag says it's been cool watching you. Well, I would say the same, but thank you for commenting. I am watching your comment. It's like a one way mirror. Thanks for the comment. And hope you have a good rest of your day, bro. Or if you're a bro, or if you're a she, them, her, whatever your pronoun is, I hope you have a good day. And thank you guys for watching. The TriBeCa first impressions will be up 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. All right, guys. Oh, one more thing. One more thing before I end it. I still am testing Gucci Pour Homme too. All right. Okay. So it's a very complicated fragrance. It smells very similar, very basic, but very good. Like in the beginning, and then as it starts to dry down, like to the mid and to the base, that's when it gets really complicated. Still working on it though. I want to say, guys, I really, if the weather conditions are correct and everything is right, I will have the review at least by Friday of next week or by Saturday. Okay, so if the weather permits, because it's spring going into summer here in Vegas, and every time around this year it's super windy, and I'm always concerned about the audio quality whenever I record these videos because I made like 100 plus videos with kind of with the humming noise in the background, and I'm really paranoid about that now. So I really try to make sure the weather conditions are correct because I like to shoot outside. I like nature and stuff, and I'm looking outside the window watching a palm tree blow in the wind, the palms. So we have some more comments, guys. So it looks like I'm not going to end the live right now. Let me grab my water bottle because my throat is dry, guys. I'm doing a lot of talking right now. Let's see here. Miriam Suzanne, hello. How are you doing? Currently, it is 14:31, which means 2:31 p.m. Okay. She says, lots of love and respect and greetings from me in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Great to see a live from you. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully your animals, your scorpion, your dog, and your fish, I hope they're doing okay. Guys, I love to read the comments. I read comments, guys. A Google couple says, could you ever get the base notes of Dolce & Gabbana light blue? I only get citrus on skin, but the dry down on a strip. I just talked about so in the beginning of my live I talked about it, but I'm gonna talk about it again, man. Um so I wore Dolce & Gabbana light blue, and you're talking about the Pour Homme, right? So I wore Dolce & Gabbana light blue Pour Homme, and just like you're saying, like I get the top notes, the citrus, and then once it kind of goes into the mid, like I get like this pencil shavings, woody shavings uh smell, and then after that it kind of just faded off for me. But I wore it last night to the movies, and it really developed. It really turned into something that I never thought I would get from Dolce and Gabbana light blue pour on, because like I was saying, I thought I was gonna get rid of it. It turned into like a a very woody. It was like a very woody, dirty tobacco. That sounds weird, and you know what? Um, it might have turned like that because I was in a casino. There's people smoking cigarettes. Um, so maybe some of that stuff stuck to my clothes, and maybe that's what it made me smell like. But a Google couple that I did get the bass notes, man. I did get the bass notes, and I sprayed it. I did spray a lot. I did like um there. Well, there you go. Incense. You said incense in the bass. I well then I got the incense because um and it was really really nice. It's really really nice. Miriam Suzanne says, "Hi, I'm fine. Thanks. It is 23:31 in Amsterdam, the Netherlands." So, guys, it is 11:31 p.m. there. Um, wow, that's late. But then again, we also have a 9-hour difference, just like checkmate. We have a 9-hour difference. So yeah, a Google couple. There's incense in the base. So it's been a while since I've looked at the notes. um, and yes, 100%. So that is what I was getting. That's crazy because I've never smelled like incense that smelled like that before. I'm gonna have to get around to doing a full review on it. And a lot of people say that it smells just like the Intense version, which is completely false in my opinion. Because the Intense version is more like salty, beachy, spring, summer, really high weather, heat, lasts forever, whatever. It's nice, guys. It just like the Dolce& and Gabbana Light Blue Pour Homme. Like I have a 200 ml bottle of that. My dad actually gave it to me, so I actually don't. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of it because my dad gave it to me. Might be a little sentimental. Marianne Suzanne says, "And how am I doing, guys? To be honest with you, I'm doing okay. You know, I'd love to get on here and be like, you know what, my life is perfect. It's, you know, you know what I mean. Like, I'd love to just come on here and just put a mask on, guys. But I'm doing okay. I'm not doing bad, but it could be better. Like in life, it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking, bro. I appreciate it. But any other questions, guys? Last time I asked this, we got to 10, and then some question popped up. Um, but I think I'm gonna get off now. And it's been an hour and 7 minutes. Wow, that's crazy, man. I appreciate you guys keeping me company. And I'm gonna get back to editing this TriBeCa first impressions video. Uh, talk to you later, Google couple. I appreciate you on here. I'm gonna end this for real this time, okay? So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody who commented. Um, we have one more comment. Miriam Suzanne, nothing is ever perfect as there is always room for improvement. I'm happy that you're at least okay. 100%. 100%. Right there. The quote of the day. All right, guys. I'll catch you in my next video, which will be posted at 12 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hold me to it. All right. All right. Bye. And now I got to figure out how to end the stream. Oh, there it is. All right. See ya.